Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Excellent, Democrats, excellent. I'm John Oceguera. I'm running for Congress. I'd like to talk to you just for a few minutes. I want to tell you a couple things. I want to tell you a little bit about myself, if you don't know me. I want to, first I want to thank Ted. What a wonderful job Ted did, huh? Former state chair, unbelievable Democrat, Ted Tigger. But I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I want to tell you about this race. I want to tell you how we're going to win and why you're so important to that process. So let's get started with that. You know, I was born and raised in this state. I'm a 4th generation Nevadan. My kids are 5th generation Nevadans. I'm from a small town called Fallon in the northern part of the state. Yeah, there's a couple Fallon. Thanks, Mom. A couple folks from Fallon. But my mom, speaking of my mom was a single mom. She was 16 when she got pregnant with me. And I'm not ashamed to tell you guys, it was a tough run. I had to work. I had to do 2 jobs, whatever it took. If I went to a pizza place, I worked in an ice plant, I worked picking up garbage, whatever it took to help out with the family finances, I did.
Wow.
But I watched my mom get her high school education, go to college, and I learned a few things from that. I learned the value of education. I learned, education. I learned the value of hard work, and I learned how to persevere through tough times. So I followed my mom. I got an education. I got an associate's degree. And you know what that enabled me to do? Get a job. Education, the key to getting a job. I got a job on the fire department, served on the fire department for the last 25 years. It was a great career for me. I worked my way up from firefighter to paramedic, to engineer, to captain, to battalion chief, and ultimately I just retired as the assistant fire chief in North Las Vegas. I don't think I could have achieved those things in the fire department without education, so I continued my education. I got my bachelor's degree, my master's degree, and my law degree while serving on the fire department. You know, the fire department's one of those jobs where the rubber meets the road. You see people at their worst of times and their best of times. And I saw things in the community that I didn't like, that I thought needed to be changed. So I ran for the legislature. In 1998, I ran for the first time. And you know what happened? I lost. But perseverance, one of those things I told you my mom taught me, carried me through. And I ran again in 2001. I served in the legislature for the last 12 years, serving as your majority leader for 4, and I'm currently the speaker of the Nevada Assembly. We have a thing called term limits in this state. Go ahead, boo for that. We have a thing called term limits in this state, and so I'm termed out. I told you I just retired from the fire department. I'm termed out of the legislature, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to greener pastures. I'd do something else. But you know what I saw? I had a little extra time. I watched the news. I saw people in Washington, D.C. arguing, fighting, bickering, pointing fingers at each other. I thought, I've got more to give. So I decided to run for Congress. This is a seat we can win. This is a seat that the president won in 08. This is a seat that Harry Reid would have won in 10. This seat has great Democratic DNA. But let me tell you, this is a seat where everything is going to happen in this country. This is ground zero for everything. Do we want the president to be there for 4 more years? That is going to happen in CD3. There is no path to victory if we do Shelley Berkeley did in the United States Senate? Has to win CD3. The path to victory is CD3. This seat, top 20 in the nation. DCCC has put it in its red to blue. What's red to blue mean? It means taking back Congress. Do we want to do that? I'll tell you, I think that I told you this is ground zero, but I'll consider this an emergency situation. I think this state is an emergency situation. Highest unemployment in the nation, highest foreclosure rate in the nation. We absolutely need people that want to solve problems, and that's why we need the people we just talked about in Congress, in the United States Senate, and in the President's seats. Right? We're going to do it, and we're going to do it with your help. I got to tell you, there's a couple things happening here. One, the enthusiasm level. I've been going to events for the last 6 or 7 months. Every Obama for America, every Organizing for America party.
Okay, I'm going to go run around for a while.
Office openings around town, Summerlin. 2 in Green Valley that I've been in. I look behind me, you couldn't get in the door. Look at the enthusiasm at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. Come on! It's excellent. We're enthused. Nobody's going to say that this room's not packed of folks on a Saturday morning ready to get out there and get involved. I'm real excited about the enthusiasm. But you know the second thing is, Republicans don't share our values.
They never have.
Share them at all.
They never have.
They think the foreclosure crisis is a blip on the radar? Come on now, Joe Heck. Are you kidding me? Social Security is a pyramid scheme? Come on, Joe. Work with us a little here. Share our values, share our priorities. This race is going to be about priorities. It's going to be about Medicare. It's going to be about Social Security, protecting those things. It's going to be about the economy, about jobs, and putting people back to work. Those are our priorities. I'm excited to think about today. I'm excited that you're all here. I hope you have a wonderful convention. I know under the leadership of Chris, you will absolutely do that. So let's go out there and get them.